sparked a revolution.
Welcome to the 18 Wheel Talk podcast show. It's Patrick and Janet.
Hey there, we're going to be off for a little bit, so we hope that you enjoy this best of the 18 Wheel Talk podcast show over your holiday week for the 4th of July.
Yes, we're going to revisit an old episode number 9. We titled it Current Events, the week of July 15, 2020. It is a fan favorite, so let us know how it's withstood the changes of time.
We'd like to know what has changed in our world, in your opinion, since July of 2020, because a lot's changed.
You can let us know by writing us at thehosts@18wheeltalk.com. That's THEHOSTS at 18wheeltalk.com. The hosts at 18wheeltalk.com. Let us know. Enjoy your holiday.
Happy holiday, happy 4th of July.
And we'll catch you on the flip side.
Bye. Oh, did you want to hear some bones pop? I could do that.
No.
Okay, just checking. Now I need a drink.
I got my dad fuel.
I got my iced tea.
You got your gallon jug.
Mm-hmm. Morning, Patrick.
Morning, Janet.
Stop
with you.
Let's talk about current events because they're so fun.
Oh, yeah. The world's gone to fucking hell, really.
Yeah, we're on like day 198 of the coronavirus being found in America.
190-something-ish day.
The official. So by the time this is broadcast, it'll be day 200 and something.
Yeah, right.
It's all good, though.
Corona cooties is here, people.
Well,
don't come to Arizona.
Not according to Governor Douchey.
Douchey. Yeah, Douchey.
You know what some people call him, right?
Yeah, Governor Douchey.
No.
What?
Governor Douchebag.
Governor Douchebag. I don't know. I don't know.
Someone I love very much calls him that.
I honestly believe that this Corona cooties is a government experiment gone rampant. That's my conspiracy theory, people.
So do you believe that?
Oh, hey, time out. By the way, this is 18 Wheel Talk, episode 9.
Mm-hmm.
What? All right, here, hold on a second. Let's see if we can do this right. Do. Uh-oh. I lost the background picture.
Oops.
I lost the picture. I forgot where the picture go. That's okay. I'll go get it. Hold on. All right, we're screen sharing. What the hell? I got so much shit here. Check this out. Yahoo News, people.
Yahoo News.
This Ruh-roh. This just in. Floyd's family filed civil suit over his death. What?
Friendly and frugal places to retire. In the U.S. 101 degrees.
All right, what am I doing here? All right, let's get rid of this. Let's. All right, that can go away. All right, this can go down here. I gotta go in here. I gotta go here. I gotta go. Wow. Graphics. There. Check that shit out, peeps. Right,
nice.
Right. Now we'll do this.
Kind of digging that rig.
Yeah, check that out. All right, here we go. Oh, oops. All right, even got music. What the hell happened? Where'd the picture go? Where'd the picture go? All right, let's see. Here we go. Take 2. And action. 18 Wheel Talk.
A podcast from a 25-plus year truck driver's point of view on life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And this is just his opinion of the world and much, much more.
Sparked a revolution, and it started in my heart. I used to be king of my own thing, but then he gave me a brand new start. And I know I am a sinner, and I believe that he died for me, giving my life to Jesus Christ, and I'm seeing the change in me.
Awesome. I love that.
Me too.
I do.
Air base.
Yeah, air base. All right, now how do we get out of this?
You click,
Oh, there we go.
and you click on us and make us big again.
And then I stop my sharing. Check
There we
that
are.
shit out. That worked out good.
Yeah.
I might have to stop this recording and go back and see how
No.
see,
Nope.
see how it came out.
No.
Oh, come
Oh,
on.
come on. No.
Oh, come on.
Later, Tater.
Whatever.
So,
anyways, so we had a sneak peek at Yahoo News.
yeah.
Yeah, Floyd's family's gonna sue for his death. Let's just
That's
check.
everybody sues.
They're civil suing.
Everybody sues for everything nowadays.
But you know what? I don't blame. He was.
yes.
It was a wrongful death, by all means,
So-
sue the piss out of Minneapolis police and get what you can for it.
Yep, I agree.
You guys are millionaires now, anyways.
Yeah, gold casket.
You know,
I'm like, wow.
horse and buggy. I mean, come on. Floyd money Mayweather paid for all those.
Mm-hmm.
All those. There's pictures everywhere.
This is true. So let's go back to this.
Oh yeah, Governor Douchey.
Governor Douchey. He's being pushed by doctors and everyone else to push back the school opening because I heard it was like they're doing it August 4th.
I heard like fallish, like October-ish.
That's what the that's what everybody wants. But he was saying like normal opening, which in Arizona is like August 4th or something.
August. No, they had a date of August 15th.
Okay, August 15th.
Because of everything that was because of Corona cooties.
But
I don't believe that. I'm sorry. That's the Corona cooties here in Arizona. I'm sorry. See, my fucking sister's got that embedded in my fucking brain. Corona cooties.
Okay, so anyway,
the coronavirus is running rampant in the state of Arizona.
So
and
Mesa,
others. So.
Mesa Public School District is the largest in the state.
Is it?
Yeah, and
I didn't know that.
yeah, Mesa's one of the
Mesa's
oldest cities.
Yeah, Mesa's old school. I call that old school.
Yeah,
it's old school.
Mesa's one of the oldest.
It's an old city.
And it's really large because of where it went down as the valley was growing. You have Phoenix, and then east of Phoenix is Tempe, and then Mesa real close, and then Mesa grew way east out to Apache Junction, which is a large landmass.
Yep.
And so there's a lot of schools within the district.
Of course.
So they had a board meeting. I don't know if it was virtual, but I know they had a board meeting recently, and they talked about this. And they went and they talked to like health officials and doctors and everybody else. There was a huge meeting they had. And I know that they were talking about when they do open, they're going to have like staggered openings. Like the first week's going to be virtual. And then they're going to stagger like who goes into classrooms at what times. They're not just like going to shove all the kids in school at one time, is what I'm saying.
Right.
So they've really thought it out and come up with a plan, as opposed to like, say, Governor Ducey just wants to say, okay, everybody's going to school, and boom, here we are.
Well, I know that the federal government has been saying that if you don't come up with a plan, that you're going to lose your funding.
Yeah,
it's
if
like
you don't return them to.
I mean,
if you don't return them to in-person.
Yeah,
school.
in-person school. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like you got to come up with an in-person plan, but with coronavirus being as rampant, screw you. My kid ain't coming to your school.
Yeah, but
I don't care how safe you make it. It's not safe. It's just not safe.
Okay, which I see.
In my opinion.
But then you have, for instance, my sister-in-law in Missouri.
Yep.
She works for the school district.
In misery.
And quit that.
Misery.
And when I saw her.
The Ozarks. Speaking of the Ozarks, man,
hey.
I can't wait till season 4 comes out. I'm sorry.
I know. I got family in that.
I done stuck that in there. Shameless plug. Hey, you know what? See, that was, I'm sorry. We binge watched the Ozarks, and it was, look, I wish I could launder money like that.
I wish I had money to launder.
I know, right?
I don't want to launder it. I just want the money.
I just want the money that comes out of it. But I mean, yes. I mean, come on. That was. I have to admit, we were skeptical when we first got into it.
Mm-hmm.
After about the second episode, I think it like hooked us, and I think we swallowed the hook and ended up binge watching 3 seasons.
Yes.
Now we can't wait till season 4 comes out. It's like Sons of Anarchy.
And they say season 4 is the last one.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
stop.
Yes. Season
Take
4 will be the last
drink.
one. I don't know when it's coming out though.
Take a drink.
I'm gonna.
Take a drink.
Go ahead. Your sister-in-law
in Missouri.
in misery.
She works for the school district, and she's the one that's been purchasing all the protective gear. And she said they spent over. This was over 2 weeks ago. She told me that they had spent over $100,000 on
damn.
PPE, and she said some of the stuff that they got in were like the gowns, the paper gowns they're supposed to wear, like the nurses and stuff.
Yeah. Those yellowy
Yeah,
covered gowns.
and then normally.
Really? You didn't learn from past episodes? Janet's fault.
Like, what's that? Oh, that's my
Interruption.
phone.
Janet's fault.
Anyway, and she said,
now I
like,
gotta check mine. Hold
some
on.
of the stuff came in and it didn't have strings on it, and some of the masks came in and they didn't have the ear hoops. It was pretty bad.
Let me make sure I silence my
Let
phone.
me make sure I silence it.
And then when I get interrupted.
Yeah, I'd hate for that to happen again much.
Oh, it's freaking hilarious. The last time we recorded a podcast, Death Star was calling.
Well, the pugs are under my feet today, and the
Oh, my
umbrella's
God.
already up.
It's like all of a sudden you're dun 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 dun. It's like, oh my God, Darth Vader. It was an alarm that she set. I thought her brother was like, family's calling.
You can't say which brother because they're all going to be
It's
paranoid.
like, I thought you had it set for all of them.
No, they each have their own ringtone.
Oh my God.
Right now, one
So
of
it's-
them is Darth
So
Vader.
it was like I heard it. I'm like, I know that ringtone.
And I love them all very much. but
Which
I'm not
family
saying
member's
who.
calling?
I know.
All right. Anyway,
So let's go back to school.
So $100,000. Some of the stuff
Is crap.
is shit.
Yeah.
Awesome. She probably bought reused PPE.
No, she didn't.
No. No, what I'm saying is that there's a company that's
Trying to sell it.
no. There's a supply company that is trying to save the hospitals by reusing, sterilizing, and they take back like the masks, the
Okay.
respirators, and all that. And what they're doing is they're putting them in. They have sterilizing rooms, and they're sterilizing the equipment. And then the hospitals are buying this stuff brand new, sending it back to them for sterilization, and then buying it at like an Uber discount.
Okay.
After it's been sterilized, so saving the hospital millions of dollars. I personally don't get it. I mean, it's like.
Well, no, I get it because you like when
Yeah,
you're
but
when you're doing operating, they use sterile equipment that's been put through an autoclave that
Right.
makes it sterile again.
Yes.
So that's kind of
and
what
that's pretty much what they're doing.
I get that.
You know,
So-
it's. I don't know if they're they're not autoclaving it, so
But something
they're-
similar.
They're doing like it's like the stuff's put on racks and it's sprayed with a sterilized, and it just sits in a. Yeah, it's got to be like this big tall oven thing. I saw it
Autoclave.
on the news. Like I said, it was the weirdest thing, and actually, because of my job that I do, because I'm in the medical waste business, I actually ran into the guy that does this, and he says it's saving hospitals millions of dollars.
Well, it's
Just-
got to be like a big autoclave.
Yeah,
If
it's there's
something.
a big warehouse where they do this, and I think it's in Oregon. I think that's where he said.
That'd be a good
all
place
this-
for a warehouse. There's
all-
nothing there.
What I think that's where he says it goes to one of their warehouses in Oregon that they had set up for this, and it's amazing because they are saving the hospitals millions of dollars by doing it this way. It's just it sucks that it has to come down to this.
I got
So
you.
so I mean, so maybe that's where she's ended up getting with some of this stuff that's been being they've been trying to reuse, repurpose.
Oh, I got you.
And but it just got overlooked. No strings, no. So you got stuff that's or it was manufactured, and that happens.
Yeah, that's true.
You buy stuff that's like, you got supposed to have two strings, and the one string's not attached, and when you pull on it, it's like.
I know some people, their brains are like that. One string's not attached. Okay, that being said.
So am I gonna have to put I gotta add that in now? No, great. Thanks, Janet. Thanks.
You're welcome.
As if my editing of a podcast wasn't hard enough. You want to throw in a
A rim shot, yes. So back to schools. LA and San Diego are staying closed at this time. Military is helping people that are military families for
Yep.
distance learning. Like if they don't have computers or stuff like that, they're enabling them. They're helping them get the stuff they need
They're
to do
enablers.
for distance learning.
Right. That's what I mean. They're enabling the
Patrick,
ability to
behave.
learn.
So here's my question. Are schools being used as a political tool? Are we playing political football with our kids, with our future generation?
Are you asking? Or are
Yeah,
you
I'm
reading?
asking you. I think we are. I think that when you look at schools and funding and politics and the president saying you have to have kids in school to get the funding, that's a political tool. I think that's all politics, and it's the wrong thing to do.
I think he's gone a little woo-hoo.
Find the man a golden butterfly to play with, please.
Yeah, you got to find him a shiny object. You know,
Ooh, look, a butterfly.
Oh, pretty. He's gone a little cuckoo, I think.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
I don't
want to talk about it, but
I
I
don't
think
either.
the kids are they're the ones paying for all of this.
Yeah. I honestly think that they're holding it over the school districts' heads, the federal funding, and schools are we can't lose our funding.
Yeah.
But yet let's have our kids come to school and possibly get and spread the coronavirus and make it even worse.
I saw the chart where they were talking about, the thing, if a second grade teacher has it and she's in contact with 15 students and 15 students have it, okay, have to be secluded. What's the word? Quarantined. Okay, so if that's for a teacher in one room, if a high school teacher has it where they see lots of students, now you're looking at more students that have to be quarantined. But say a gym teacher has it,
okay,
and they see all the students in a school, like the gym teacher in my high school saw every student in my high school.
Okay,
now you have a whole school that has to be quarantined. If the gym teacher has it, he's been in contact with every single student.
Right.
All those students are supposed to be quarantined.
Yeah, because they got to do that. What do they call it? That trace
thing. Yeah.
Trace
but
thing.
Then we saw on the news
It's
today
a trace thing.
They did a test with 2 hairstylists.
Right. Hair salons.
It was 2 stylists, and they each had 15. Was it? Customers.
It ended up being like a total of 139 customers.
Okay, so it was a lot more.
70 each.
70 customers each. And they say that everyone was wearing masks and both stylists had COVID-19 and nobody else got it. But here's my thing is, did the people that got their haircut know that they were getting their haircut by someone with COVID-19?
I
wouldn't go to that stylist.
Yeah, I don't think they did.
How could they? How did you get 140 people to go sit in a chair and get their hair cut by someone with COVID-19?
Exactly.
I'm like, I don't care if you're paying me, man. My health is worth more than that.
Hell yeah.
But that's where I was getting off base. Yeah. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
But that just came up on today's news too.
We have a tendency to go into left field. Got to reel Janet back.
So let's talk about money. Not our taxes either.
I hear this. They're doing more stimulus.
Well, most people got their first check, but some people got it in a plain white envelope in the form of a debit card.
How stupid is that? It's like just put the stamp. The U.S. Treasury seal on the freaking envelope, so people know that my stimulus check came in, because not everybody had direct deposit.
Well, and the reason that they did that was because the ones that came with the U.S. Treasury postmark and stamp on it were getting stolen. So they thought, we're going to do it the way people get their debit cards from their bank, which is debit cards from a bank. When you get a new one, it comes in a plain white envelope.
What you should have done is you should have sent out a letter with the Treasury seal on it
that said you're going to get it.
Hey, we're going to get a plain envelope with a debit card in it. Please don't throw this away.
Because a lot of people threw away their stimulus.
Yeah, because they were like, oh, this is junk mail.
Yeah. And some people, like, say husband and wife, there's $2,400 and half a dozen kids at $500 a pop. Threw away the debit card.
See, I don't need this. This is shit. This is junk mail.
So, yeah, they threw it out. And then you got stimulus checks and I always say it wrong. PUA, I always say PAU. PUA, Pandemic Unemployment Assistance checks.
PUA. It's PUA.
now we had last month we had the highest monthly deficit ever.
It's PUA.
PUA.
Pandemic Unemployment Assistance.
PUA.
PUA.
Okay, but then there's the, I disagree with everybody that's getting those checks. Those pandemic unemployment checks.
Okay.
I don't think that people that, okay, first of all, people that had a job and lost it, grocery store workers, salon workers, theater workers, construction workers, all these people that had a job.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Gig workers, Lyft and Uber drivers.
I love how they
airport workers.
I love how they they globbed Uber and Lyft drivers in as gig workers. They're not a band. They don't do a gig.
It's but it's still
But you know what I mean?
It's a 1099 workers.
Okay. Okay, that makes sense now.
People that work for
Don't
file
call
a
them
10
a gig worker.
but they have to call it something.
They're independent contractors.
Correct.
That's what a 1099 fucking is.
Okay. So 1099 workers, yes, I absolutely agree, deserve that.
Me drinking, okay? Shutting up, drinking.
And like secretaries that work in offices and got their hours cut
Did you put whiskey in this?
Yes. Got their hours cut or
I
got
love you.
or laid off. Some of lawyers laid their secretaries off because they didn't have the work and et cetera, because they were working from home now and everything else. All those people, yes, deserve that money.
Yeah.
How,
no, I agree. I agree.
Bar workers, all those. But people who haven't had a job in several years,
Mm-hmm.
okay? People who were already unemployed, not looking for a job, and then say, well,
I mean, there are people that are unemployed that are collecting social services that are now getting poor.
yeah, I know.
You weren't you're on social services. You don't get shit.
Yeah,
Sorry.
you're already getting food stamps and everything else. Why are you now saying, well, I couldn't find a job because of
You weren't looking.
You weren't looking to begin with. Why are you now getting this? You shouldn't be.
And getting system.
And getting over $1,000 a week.
Yeah, they're making more
They're
money
making
than
more
I
money
make.
than you do working.
And I bust my balls.
I tried to find a job but couldn't because of the pandemic. Bitch, please give me a fucking break.
You talking to me?
No, but they haven't looked for a job in 3 or 4 or 5.
Please.
They haven't looked for a job in 3 or 4 years, and now all of a sudden they can't find a job because of the pandemic.
Yeah.
Bullshit. If you weren't looking before, why do you think you're looking now?
Yeah, right.
We have neighbors that received this PUA for the lame reason. Then they went out and got that huge check, that back pay. And did they pay their rent? No. Did they pay their bills or their car payments? No. But did we watch them pull in 2 widescreen TVs, brand new furniture?
Oh yeah.
Remember?
That. Yeah.
We watched
because the boxes were out by the dumpster. It's like,
we watched them pull
I wonder
in
where those came from.
brand new sectional, 2 widescreen TVs, brand new beds, everything. I'm like, you're not working. You haven't worked since you moved in. How on earth? We got pandemic unemployment checks. I'm like, but you're a housewife. You've never looked for a job. Oh, but I'm eligible because all I had to do was say that I was looking.
I was looking.
I'm like,
they don't know I wasn't.
And she bought her husband a drone, one of those drone thingies, And then he got in trouble for spying on the people across the lake. I'm like,
is that too bad too?
And then the other neighbor bought their kid a Harley Davidson 4-wheel battery operated, that they ride on. The little 4-wheelers, battery operated.
Yeah, kid one.
Yeah. You know what those cost? A Harley Davidson one?
Yeah, like $500.
Keep going up.
No.
Yes, a Harley Davidson one, honey.
Stop. No.
Google it.
All right.
You Google it. Grab your phone and Google it.
I'm gonna Google it right here live.
Harley Davidson 4-wheeler for kids. No. Battery operated.
Davidson.
So yeah, it's like
Tree.
Pay your bills. Why are you receiving it in the first place? Grant you, yeah, your husband does construction. He's got a job, but he's not out applying for unemployment or PUA. Why are you applying for this and getting 12 weeks of back pay? Please.
Battery-powered ride-on toy.
Yes, Harley Davidson.
Okay, they're not that expensive. Is it like? Is this it?
I don't know.
Oh, here we go. Hold on.
I can't see that far without my glasses.
Okay, hold on. Let me do this.
Oh, look at that.
Hold on.
Glasses.
Hold on. We'll do a screen share. We'll share this.
He started screen sharing.
Is this it?
Nope.
That ain't it.
No, the four-wheeler.
Oh, the four. See, you didn't say four-wheeler.
I did too. I said four-wheeler ride-on toy.
Well, even still, it's not. All right.
Holy crap, holy.
Here's
Add in four-wheeler. Ride-on four-wheeler toys.
Ride on.
Four-wheeler.
It's still.
I still don't see it. That's okay.
Yeah. No. No.
Don't see it.
Don't see it.
I just know that they're expensive.
That's okay.
That's okay. It's crazy because I know someone that bought their daughter one like 4 years ago. Where I'm not going to say names, but where we used to live.
Yeah.
The manager.
Okay.
She bought her daughter a pink Harley Davidson one, and she spent $600.
She didn't find it on sale then.
That's what I told her.
She's not a bargain shopper.
Yes. Anyway, I think her mom bought it, but still, it's
Uh,
I'm like, I don't get it. It's like, spend the money on your bills, pay your car off.
give me the money.
Give me pay your rent. And now the same people, the people that bought the, you know what I mean, the new couch, all the new beds, the new toys, the two 65 or 70-inch TVs.
Yep.
They got evicted 2 weeks ago
Out of
here.
Yeah. Oh, well.
That's why that apartment's empty. Goodbye. Oops. Don't miss that dog barking all the time.
Not my monkey, not my circus.
Okay, so let's talk about something good for a second.
What do you want to talk about?
Rich people.
What? We're not rich.
No, but
Why do you want to talk about us? We're rich
Rich
in
in-
other ways.
yeah. Oh, yeah. That's just a load of crap. I'm sorry. Okay, I saw this story on TV. I haven't seen the whole thing, but 83 of the world's richest people are calling on their governments to tax them heavily.
I heard about this.
And then put the money into recovery efforts for coronavirus.
It's a publicity stunt, I think.
You don't think they're actually doing it? Millionaires for Humanity? I think it's a tax write-off.
Oh yeah, that's what I mean. It's their way of saying, yeah, we're gonna help, but yet we're gonna save money in the process. So,
I'd do it.
Come on.
If I was excuse me.
But they're just not gonna say tax me, baby. No.
Well, okay, but first of all, people like the founders of Ben and Jerry's or Abigail Disney, the heiress to the Disney Foundation, Disney. Mm-hmm. First of all, they can afford it. Okay. Mm-hmm. If I had that type of money, I'd be like, sure, tax me, do it, because it's a tax write-off by taxing me.
Yeah.
And they're doing something good. They don't have to do it. You know, they don't have to do it.
Right.
I just think it's kind of cool because I think it's kind of amazing that they did this when they didn't have to.
Yeah.
You can look at it bad and say, well, they could have just given the money there. And I'm sure they've donated millions.
Yeah. I heard they said that they can't help like doctors and nurses are helping. So we'll do it this way.
You and I look at this so different. What would you do?
I mean, yes, if I had a gazillion dollars, and I'd be like, you know what? I'm not a doctor or a nurse. I can't do what you guys do. I got some money. Let's make it fucking rain.
That's what they're doing.
Tax the fuck out of me. But you know what? It's not going to see. Yeah, it's going to go to the government. The government's going to get their money back for the stimulus money that they're giving away.
But that's not what this thing is. The way it's written is it has to go to coronavirus efforts, not to governments, directly into the coronavirus.
Well, if it actually goes through, if they actually do it, then
if it goes through that way, yes.
Yep, props to them.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
I don't think it's going to happen though. I think it's going to it's gonna rigmarole around, and it's just not gonna go where it's supposed to go.
Hopefully it will.
It's like when the lottery says, "Oh, we're gonna donate to schools. Money's gonna go to school. The proceeds are gonna go to the schools."
You don't think any of it makes it to the school?
Heck, please, come on.
Yeah.
When you hear on the news that schools are like, "Where's our lottery winning money?"
Yeah.
Gee, I wonder if they're getting the money.
I know.
Somebody's getting it. It ain't the schools.
Okay, Patrick, left field.
What?
Take a drink.
I took a right at Albuquerque. You told me to turn right.
Okay, well.
Beep, beep, beep. That's all, huh?
Okay, we're
In other news.
In other news.
Delete, delete, delete.
Okay, so this next spot that I have on there, we have notes, people. I make notes so that we can try and keep ourselves.
You don't believe me?
Well, because we go like this.
We zigzag.
And my notes bring us back in line. Okay. But something.
In other news.
This
just in.
Something interesting
Wait,
happened.
wait. Hold on. Gotta find it. This just in. The weather in Arizona is currently at 104 degrees.
It'll be 10 degrees higher later today.
All right. And go ahead. And now we go to Janet.
Okay, in current events today, the coronavirus pandemic has prompted retailers to ask customers to wear masks, maintain physical distancing, and avoid the use of cash when possible. I want to talk about the first part of it first because where Kyle
All right.
works,
Where is this?
second page.
Coronavirus pandemic has promoted retailers to ask customers to wear masks, maintain physical distance, and avoid use of cash when possible.
And stop.
It's like,
stop.
all right,
Stop.
stop.
Stop. I said I want to talk about the first part of that first. Because when
don't people wear masks now?
No.
Isn't it mandatory?
No.
I thought it was.
No.
Wait a minute.
No.
Governor Ducey
suggested.
No. He made it. He let the mayors of the cities
decide.
So
very few
Chandler,
said.
I don't know if Chandler, I know Mesa, this is all Arizona people, in case you're wondering. I know Mesa says, yeah, you outside, you better have a goddamn mask on. And I think Tempe, I think Glendale, I think Gilbert.
No,
I think
not Gilbert.
No,
I don't think
Chandler.
so.
Chandler's been on the fence.
Chandler's like, we suggest it
maybe
because
not.
Governor Ducey says, I suggest it.
But like I said, I think there was at least 4 that I know. Flagstaff was one.
Yes.
So I know there's at least 4 or 5 that said yes. You're in our city.
Yes.
You better have a goddamn mask on. But I say everybody should wear a goddamn mask.
I agree because they've proven that if
cooties.
Everybody wears a mask, it cuts down on the spray when you're talking or laughing.
I don't spray when I'm talking.
Laughing, talking, singing, whatever.
La, la, la.
Breathing.
Yeah, I know, right?
Like a pug.
Look,
so
when I have the mask on, I can't breathe. I got CO2 poisoning.
You do not. It's a proven lie.
I know.
So stop.
It's a farce.
So I shop at two.
It's a conspiracy.
Patrick,
Anyway, sorry, go ahead.
I shop at 2 grocery stores. I'm not going to say their names.
Well,
I'm not going to say. There's a bunch of grocery stores in the valley.
Yeah, the Piggly Wiggly, and Wegmans,
and Hannaford.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
and Price Chopper.
Market
32.
No. Those are East Coast stores. Dear.
Okay, so be quiet.
Anyway, anywho,
I have 2 stores here in the valley that I primarily shop at.
Yep.
One of them
what's that one store there? Los Lobos.
Los Altos.
Is it Los Altos? I don't know. We see the flyer. I can never read it.
It's Los Altos.
Oh yeah, that's the store you go to.
Can't.
Yeah, because you can read.
Yeah.
You can read Spanish.
Yes,
I can't.
I know. Are you done for a second?
I don't do the grocery shopping because when I go, we spend more money.
He makes it rain. Okay. One store that I go to since the beginning of the pandemic has had tape outside on the sidewalk for when they're full
Mhm.
6 feet apart.
Mhm.
They have had a mechanical monitor that gauges when people come in. When it reaches a certain capacity, there's an employee at the door that stops people from coming in. And then as one goes out, one can come in.
Mhm.
They've had someone, when they're open, continuously, they spray and wipe a cart and they push it towards you
Mhm.
when you want a cart.
Mhm.
All their baskets are the same way. Baskets are clean stack and it's labeled dirty stack.
Yep.
Okay.
Mhm.
Require face masks to shop there. Not suggested, require. You want to shop there, you wear a face mask.
Mhm.
They've had the acrylic things up, shields up between the cashiers.
Yep.
They've had one-way markers on all their aisles.
Yep. Do not enter one way.
Yes.
People don't pay attention anyway.
But they try.
But
they
anyways, yeah,
they
yeah,
try
they
to get people to pay attention.
They
They're not
try.
going to start a fight over it if someone doesn't, but they try. And their aisles are wide enough that,
I've seen Walmart do it.
Yes.
Walmart's been doing that too.
Walmart has improved
Yeah, yeah.
drastically.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So the
The
others,
employees still suck. But anyways. Sorry.
and all their employees wear masks properly.
Yeah, not down here.
The other store
down
I
here.
shop at claimed to have done the same thing. Oh, and that store also, oh no, I did say about the monitoring how many people are in the store.
Mhm.
The other store I shop at says they spray or wipe the carts down, but they mix the dirty and the clean together. And at first they were wiping all the carts, but then they stopped and they didn't tell anybody.
Mhm.
They simply had someone there and they said, these are the clean carts. But then when you watch, they put the dirty and the clean together with nobody wiping them,
Right.
unless you ask, could you wipe that cart down for me, please?
Yeah.
You have to ask. And
Shouldn't have to ask. It
then
should
their
be. It should
employees-
be automatic. It should be automatic.
their employees would wear the mask like this
Mhm.
or like this
Mhm.
or not at all.
Mhm.
They had no way of judging how many people were in the store, no social distancing guidelines at all.
Yeah.
They did put plexiglass up in front of their cashiers. That's the only thing they did.
Yeah.
No things about social distancing, no attempts to keep
What?
people apart from each other, nothing
Nothing at all.
at all. So yesterday, or was it today? Today, when I took Kyle to work, who works at the store that doesn't do any of these things, there were 2 big red stop signs on outside the door, and it said stop, masks required.
Sorry.
It said stop, masks required to enter the store.
Okay.
And I said, oh, when did that start? And he said, yesterday. They put the signs up yesterday.
Okay.
And now the person that's wiping the carts, if someone's not wearing a mask, has to hand them a mask. I said, so they actually have people wiping the carts now? And he says, yes.
Mhm.
So now they're wiping the carts and handing out masks because you can't enter the store without a mask. But the other store
Yeah.
has been doing it since March.
And if you don't have a mask on, you don't. Nope. Sorry.
Yeah.
You need a mask to enter our store.
I personally think that
No
the
mask, no entry.
that the store he works at just started doing it because they've been losing business.
I agree. I agree totally.
I think it's because they've lost
there's-
business to the competitor who is only 3/4 of a mile maybe away. I mean, they're really close together.
Yeah. Yeah. Something like that. Yeah. 3/4. Yeah. I'd say at least 3/4 of a
They're
mile.
on the same road. They're a mile
Well,
away
let's see.
tops.
If you go
Don't-
this way,
It's
if we leave our place, we go this way and then this way, then we're at the one, and then if we go this way and
one's
then we're
at the
other.
corner,
So
and
I would say I would say 1/4 mile,
no, they're
1/4 to half mile, anyways, because it's a mile. No, a mile and a half. I think you're right. Sorry, whatever
it's all
you.
good.
I-
Who's that baby?
Well, because from this one,
Stoplight to stoplight, I think, is
that's
a mile. So they're
So-
about 3/4 of a mile apart.
that's from this
Our
street
corner to
from-
that
from
next
this
corner.
street to that street. Yeah. So the one store's a mile from us.
And then you make a left and go up to the other store, and that's about 3/4 mile.
I'm just gonna say yes.
And that's why I love him. So I think the reason they started doing it is because they were losing business to the other store. And there's also a few other stores around them.
hmm
Why are you looking like the?
I'm listening.
There's a few other stores
Yeah,
around them.
I have my ears on.
that also have been doing the same thing, requiring masks, requiring social distancing, like the one where I buy my rice tortillas.
Mm-hmm.
They've been doing the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, you don't come in without a mask, or you're
No
not.
mask,
Not,
and you don't come in.
yeah, and we saw it when we
Chinese
went
food. We got
Chinese
Chinese
food.
food. Oh my
Great
God.
big sign on the door: no mask, no entrance.
No mask. You call us on the phone. We'll bring your food out, set it on a box, and then you can get it.
Yeah, and they had a box sitting outside their door.
It's like, oh hell no, you don't come in here.
Yeah, when we got there, I was looking. I'm like, why is there a box on the sidewalk? And then we saw the sign. I'm like, well, that's why there's a box on the sidewalk.
It's like Corona cooties free.
Okay, so now if you want to talk about the whole no currency.
Hold on, let me look at my notes.
Let me look at his notes. I think no currency is a bad thing for America. Think about it.
I told you. You know what they're trying to do is they're trying
to put the little thing.
They want to go. I'm telling you, they're gonna do away. They're trying to make our economy so shitty that the dollar's worthless. They're gonna go to cryptocurrency.
And then they're gonna put that thing right here.
They're gonna put a little chip in your freaking hand, right about here.
Uh-huh.
Okay, it's be about the size of a freaking grain of rice.
Yep.
Maybe a kernel of corn. I don't freaking know, but I might get hungry someday and chew it out of my goddamn hand. I won't have it. No. Mm-mm.
You know, some companies have already experimented.
I don't
with that.
care. I don't work for that company. Hell no.
They just go up and they go bloop to
but
pay.
they're saying now when the virus comes out, when I'm sorry, not the virus, the vaccine. Sorry, I knew it started with a V. When the vaccine comes out, you'll get a certificate saying you've been vaccinated for the corona cooties.
Coronavirus.
Okay? So
quit saying corona cooties.
So instead of having to carry this paper certificate, we're gonna put this little microchip on you that'll have all that information and all your money and all your banking information and your social
all your
security
health information
and all that shit that
not me.
All that shit that you keep private will
me.
now be hackable because you'll have a microchip in your hand that people could access because it'll be in a cloud somewhere.
People will be foil around their hand. To keep
I'm like, no, just what I want. I want to be tracked. Big Brother can watch me all day long. Suck my.
So anyway,
sorry, no.
In addition to that,
I'm not doing it.
Think about it. When you were a little kid, how excited did you get when you found a couple bucks in a birthday card from Grandma?
I know, right?
That'd be gone.
I know, right? That's bullshit.
And did you ever mow?
No more paper money.
Did you ever mow grasses for cash?
Yeah. I shoveled driveways,
clean swimming pools, clean people's neighbors' houses.
I didn't go that far.
I did.
I didn't go that far. But
I helped Mrs. Ransom across the street. I went and helped her clean her house for $5 a week.
Ransom?
That was her name, Mrs. Ransom. No, she was a really nice lady. Now knock it off.
I'm kidding. There's a joke there somewhere.
I know. That was her name. She was really cool. Dead silence.
I still say ransom.
No yard sales.
What?
Think about it. No.
Oh, you would be
yard sailing would be gone.
You'd be lost.
I mean, come on.
You'd be lost.
Yard sale.
There'd be no more offer up.
Well,
you can digitally do that. Shit.
But yard sailing. No more garage sales. No more flea markets. No more yard sales.
No.
Oh my God. The world's gone to hell.
Oh hell. That's
Quick,
it.
I'm done.
That's it. I'm done. I'm ending the show. Gotta go.
Bye.
See ya.
See ya.
18. Wait, hold on. Wait. Let me get the music. Let me cue the music. We're out.
Real talk.
We're out, people.
Okay. So do you think there's going to be a normal? People talk about, when we get back to normal.
Normal?
That's what people say.
Is there a normal?
I don't think so. Want to know what the director of the World Health Organization says?
The WOW? The WHO?
Yeah.
The WHO. Yeah. Let's hear what the WHO got to say.
Let's see if I can pronounce his name. World Health Organization Director General Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus.
There's a few silent letters in there, I bet.
Ghebreyesus said.
I'll say that 5 times fast.
Said. There will be no return to the old normal. There will be no return to the old normal for
General Chow. We'll call him General Chow.
No return to the old normal for a foreseeable future. If the public does not follow public health advice like wearing masks, the outbreak is going to get worse and worse.
The Outback is just as bad.
That's where I want to be, man.
The Outback. No. I heard the Outback had you thought Arizona was bad? Shit, the Outback's worse.
Yeah, they got kangaroos.
They got an ozone layer problem.
Okay, so he added that America remains the epicenter of the outbreak. That America has over half of the world's infections. Do you know that yesterday?
We're only got half, people.
Yeah, only
half.
And Florida set another record yesterday for the record number of
Go Florida,
record number of cases in one day. That's like the 4th time they've done it.
Hey, you know what? We're in there's like a 3-way tie between Arizona, Texas, and Florida. Let's see who can get the most cases.
I know.
Well, we got Governor Douchey, so I mean,
we're working on it.
We're almost there.
Hey, guess what happened?
I'm running for governor.
Patrick for governor.
I wouldn't want his
Vote
job.
Heller.
I don't want his job.
Yeah, I don't want you to have it.
Don't
either.
vote me. God, no, you don't want me.
Just send money.
Yeah. Just send money.
Send money for the campaign and it'll go nowhere, I promise.
Yeah, 18wheeltalk.com. There'll be a link in the show notes.
Yeah, right.
You can put it on my PayPal.
Or mine. And I take Venmo and I take all.
Right.
If there's an app for it, Cash App, I take it all.
Yep.
Hey, guess
Get
what
upside. I don't care. Get downside. I'll figure it out.
Hey, guess what happened on my birthday last year?
What happened on your birthday?
They put out a list of the 10 worst presidents in history. It's true. But guess what?
Of the 10,
The current president wasn't on it.
5 were not just slave owners.
Yeah, not 5 owned slaves, and they were involved in pushing the cause of slavery. It's like, not only do we own slaves, everybody should.
Well, you know,
like, what the fuck?
You know, I was listening to.
And one was just plain old corrupt. He was like, if it was wrong, he was doing it.
Well, you know, it's like they were saying that. I was listening to another podcast, and for life, I listened to so many, I couldn't tell you which one it was, but it was somebody was talking about how back in the day, the royalties, the royals,
The royals, yeah.
Okay, so they were told that if they don't invest in the slave trade, that they would lose their royalty status.
That's fucked up.
And that the people,
sorry, Dad,
the people that were being traded were selling themselves. They wanted to come to our new world. I'm like, what?
Okay.
They were happy to get on a boat.
Okay,
come on. A lot of these people died on a boat.
But that's indentured servants.
Yeah. That's what I mean. They were like, oh yeah, come on.
So one of the big arguments right now is that whites weren't slaves. Whites were indentured servants. Okay. Ancestors, Irish. I'm Irish. My dad was full-blooded Irish.
I'm a mutt. My nose is cold.
Hugh McHugh is my ancestor that came over on the boat with his brothers. I have the information in the dining room.
Yep. He's on a boat. I'm sorry.
From Ireland.
Row.
You kill me.
Row your boat.
But anyway, the big argument's always been, and I say that indentured servants were slaves. And here's why.
Okay, why?
Because they became an indentured servant, which meant if I became an indentured servant to you,
okay,
I came and you paid me to clean house. Okay. For instance, I was your indentured servant in the house. Say you paid me $100 a month to clean house. Okay. Which is back then would be like, wow. Okay. Wow. But just say, we're just going to use that for an example.
But didn't you have room and board and meals?
But then I have to pay you for my room, for my meals, for my laundry that I do myself, but I still have to pay you because I'm using your water, your soap, your everything.
Well, yeah, I'm paying you.
But I have to pay you for all of that stuff. And typically the way indentured servants ended up becoming slaves was if the master, I'm going to use that word because I can't think of the right word.
They don't use that word no more.
I'm just saying, I can't think of the right word, okay?
Yeah, no.
if the owner, master, boss, whatever you want to call them,
Yep.
paid them $100 a month,
Uh-huh.
it cost them $110 to
Mhm.
live there and do the work for them.
Right.
Okay. So it is a type of slavery.
Yeah.
Now, fast forward to current day.
Yep. Hey,
They-
I hold on. I don't mean to get off topic, but when you said master,
Yeah.
you know how some real estate people are not using the word master bedroom.
I know, because
Do you
it's
know
wrong.
where that came from? That originated from?
No.
I heard that was a Sears catalog thing. That's where that came from.
Of course it is.
It was Sears put it in their catalogs as a master bedroom because it was big. It was, master of your domain.
Yeah, it's a bad word now.
I'm like, I know, but now it's a bad word because oh my god.
I don't care. I
Anyways.
like our master bedroom.
I'm
Anyway,
sorry.
so
Anyways, back on
fast
topic.
forward to current days.
Yes.
Since you and I, moved to Arizona 5 years ago.
Has it been 5 years
Yeah.
already?
Since we moved here 5 years ago this month. Okay. That's when I moved here. It was in July.
That's when, I was here in April. Anyways,
In the news,
yeah.
there have been cases
Mhm.
in Arizona
Okay.
where rich people
Mhm.
have gone to like Honduras, Mexico, Guatemala, all these other
Third world countries.
third
I
world
guess.
countries,
Yeah.
and brought women and men to the U.S.,
Mhm.
paid them to clean house, do yard work, take care of their kids, drive, etc., as indentured servants. There was a case right here in the valley it was when we moved into this apartment, so 3 years ago, almost 4 years ago,
Okay.
where in Paradise Valley, north of Scottsdale. Anyway,
Fountain Hills.
Fountain Hills, thank
Yep.
you. In Fountain Hills,
Mhm.
a family got raided because the woman that did their grocery shopping
Was illegal.
was illegal, but she kept reporting to the grocery store clerk that she wanted to escape, and finally someone reported it to the police, and the police met her there, and she gave them the address. When they raided the house, they found like her husband, 2 kids, and someone else living there. And the people that owned the house said, oh no, they're paid employees. But when they did all the bookwork and stuff, they were paying them like $20 a month and charging them like $100 a month to live there. And they were telling them, you still have to pay for your plane tickets here. Think about it, $20 a month.
I'd be like,
Fuck
please.
you. So indentured servants still exist. And if that's not slavery, what the fuck is?
Tell us how you really feel, Janet.
I know. Yes. But I'm saying, no, those were not white people, but that's still a type of slavery that exists. Sex slavery still exists. What? Yes. Okay. They sell little white girls. They sell little brown girls. They sell little white boys and little brown boys. They sell them for slavery. So it still exists. That doesn't mean it's right. I know I got off subject.
I'm so lost. I know. I am so lost.
But yeah, it still exists. That doesn't mean it's right. So in some way or form, it has always existed. It existed back in Cleopatra's day and
Now,
Mark
how
Antony.
How did we go from General Chow, from the WHO dictator, director,
to slavery?
to
Sex slaves?
yeah.
Oh, easy, because on
Oh,
my
you went in
birthday.
a freaking left field.
Because on my birthday, they put out
I think that went over the fence.
The 10 worst presidents, and 5 of them owned slaves. Okay.
I'm like, I am so lost on these notes because one minute we're talking about Doctor Who, General Chow, and next thing you know, we're talking about sex slaves.
It's okay. Hey, China's had the
Gee, I
worst.
wonder what's on your mind.
China's had the worst flooding in decades. What do you think? Do you think the flooding will spread COVID-19?
Was it China or Japan? Japan.
China.
Well, I
How
knew
was
somebody
it?
was flooded.
How was it that President Trump called it China?
China.
China.
It's China.
China had the worst flooding in years. Will flooding spread COVID-19, you think?
In China?
In China. I'm sorry we have some Chinese neighbors who I love, by the way. It's like, no disrespect.
Hey, guess what? They're from China.
Yeah. And by the way, he thinks it's funny the way Trump says it.
It's just, oh my God.
What else?
I don't know.
Suicides are up still.
Oh, yeah. Did you hear?
What?
Elvis Presley's grandson died.
Yeah,
Committed
Benjamin.
suicide.
Yeah, Benjamin.
I was like,
He had Elvis's voice too. Mm-hmm. He did.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what the suicide prevention line is?
Yeah,
Well, tell it.
I know what it is. It's a hotline that you call.
Do you know the number?
Yeah, it's like 800 something.
273
something.
8255.
That's talk.
800-273-TALK.
TALK. 8255.
What else you got, Patrick?
It'll be in the show notes. What else do I got?
Yeah.
I got nothing. I got nothing. You printed the notes.
Well, you're the one that had your share screen with all that stuff on it.
Oh, I know. All I did was went to, I opened up my internet browser.
That's what I came up with these notes.
Okay, here we go. For the fourth time in 8 days, U.S. breaks record in new cases of coronavirus.
What a shock.
The United States reported 67,400 new corona cootie cases on Tuesday.
Wow.
A new record in a single day. That's a single day.
That's wrong.
I'm telling you, we're all going to die. That's like, I mean, shit. We had 66,600 on July 10th.
So how do we cure it? How do we keep from getting it?
It's called put a fucking mask on and stay the fuck home.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Arizona was the last state to close and one of the first ones to bitch about it. And they opened.
No. They were one of the last to close and one of the first to open.
And it's like, and no wonder why we're like in a race for, we want the honor roll. I want number one.
Yeah, us, Texas, and Florida.
Yeah. Well, Florida has, the spring breakers got to go to the beach. I want the beach.
Florida
bitches.
won.
Yeah. New York had it right. I mean, New York shut the fuck down and said, no. Nobody fucking in, nobody fucking out. You're
grounded.
You're grounded in place. Time out. Go to your corner. And
I wish we had done that.
And if you leave your house, you better have a goddamn mask on, or we're gonna fucking write you up and fine you and all that. But I've been wearing a mask, people, since November. When I first heard about it in Wuhan.
You wear it every flu season though because of your job. So you're used to.
No, I the reason why I started is because the idiots that I work with don't know enough to call out sick.
I know. That's why.
They all look at me like I'm fucking crazy, but yet I'm the one that's making money and they're home sick.
I know.
Look, I get sick once every year and a half, if I'm lucky.
Yeah, you and Kyle were both sick this year.
Yeah.
January.
Yeah. Was it corona cooties? I don't know.
I think it was just the flu.
No, it wasn't even a flu. It was just a bug, a cold, the common cold, they said.
Well, cold, flu bug, something like that.
Whatever it was, couldn't tell you. I don't know. All I know is that I had a cough, and it woke me up when I was sleeping. So I had a medicine to take, so I didn't have to cough when I was sleeping.
I gave you medicine to go sleep.
And boy, it didn't make me sleep. Holy.
Then I gave Kyle medicine to make him sleep.
Yeah, it's called a what?
Yeah. I do this thing with both Patrick and Kyle joking around.
One of these days, those nails are going to cut us.
I always go like this. I go,
pow.
Really quick in front of their face. One of these days,
you're going to see it. I'm going to be honest. You see like these nail marks on my face, and everybody's going to know that you struck me.
Or on their noses or something. One of these days, one of them's going to have a broken nose or a bloody face.
They're like, Janet got mad at Patrick and popped him one.
Kyle and I were joking because I did that on the way to work the other day, taking him to work. And I'm like, one of these days you're going to lean into it. And you're going to have to explain to work what happened. And he's going to be like, Mama Janet got mad at me and smacked me in the face. And he says, yeah, they'll just probably look at me and say, I deserved it.
All right. Hey, look, other news. Alabama mandates masks.
Good for them.
Oklahoma governor positive COVID.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah. Well,
You know,
that's-
and Oklahoma
that's
was really
Oklahoma.
tough. Oklahoma's one of the states that said, you're not coming here if you're in a state that has high COVID cases. You're quarantining
oh,
for
come
2
on.
weeks.
Arizonans are banned from
Everywhere.
everywhere.
I was lucky that I was able to go back and see my father before he died.
You know,
I was
That's like-
really lucky that we were, you know, my brother and I were able to drive. I think if we'd tried flying, they'd have said, screw you.
Ay, ay, ay.
My little tea.
You're gallant. You're
See,
gallant.
I have my
sippy
hands
cup.
over the label because it's not the brand I'm using. It's homemade. Sun tea, the best.
Yeah.
My mama taught me to make that when I was a kid. Been making it ever since.
Mm-hmm.
I miss my mommy and daddy.
I know. I know you do.
And if you have family that's still around, you better damn well pick up the phone and call them, people.
Yeah.
Appreciate your family.
Yeah.
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 Actually, I'm serious. Appreciate your loved ones.
Okay.
Patrick's mom makes him call her every day. I love it.
Yeah, I know. It's like
Check in.
you better call and check in on me.
So my dad's best.
Because and the reason why is because the corona cootie cases that are going up.
Would you
and-
quit
and-
calling it that?
And it's my sister's fault. She calls it corona cootie.
Damn you, Elizabeth.
Anyways,
Elizabeth Ann.
coronavirus cases are up. We had wildfires that were around.
Really close. The other side of South Mountain.
Mom would call and say, "Did you burn up yet?" I go, "Am I talking to you on the phone?" She goes, "Yeah." Then I didn't burn up yet. Oh,
That's just
yeah.
wrong.
Come in.
Kaylin's under my desk and she got an itch.
Someone's knocking on the door?
No, someone's knocking on the floor. That was her foot.
Oh,
Her
my
foot hitting my
God.
desk.
Dang pugs.
That's too cute. My baby. I started
Ugh.
to say something. I don't know what it was.
I don't know. Somebody knocked on the door.
Oh my God.
Ay, ay, ay.
That was too funny.
I'm telling you.
Yeah. Call your people.
Yeah, people.
Appreciate them.
Ay, ay, ay. Anything else?
Oh,
you
I
want-
know what I started to say.
What?
See, I got really blessed because before my father passed away, like last fall, he was in town because he used to drive cross country at 91 years old. He'd get in his pickup and drive from
I
St.
know.
Louis area
You
to
couldn't-
Denver to
Can't
here
nail, you
and
couldn't
back.
nail him down.
I know, my Rolling Stone. I love him. And when he was down here last time, he had me meet him up in Scottsdale to meet his best friend Leonard. Leonard and Miss Hannah,
Mhm.
his wife.
Mhm.
So then when my dad fell and was in the hospital with a broken neck, Leonard had me come up. You and I went up there.
Yep.
And Leonard loaned me an iPad.
Yep.
And so I keep checking in on Leonard and Hannah still. And I always, when I talk to Dad, I tell him Leonard and Hannah say hi and they ask about you. So now I have a book from the high school they went to that has Dad and Leonard both in it, and I'm taking it to Leonard.
Oh, okay.
So it's just really kind of cool. Plus, I got to return his iPad.
Yeah.
But tomorrow,
Tomorrow.
tomorrow, not the day this is being aired, but by the time this is aired, he'll be out of surgery. Leonard's having bypass, and Leonard is 94 years old. And he's such a sweet guy.
Yeah, he is. He's a
Yeah.
nice guy.
But you got people like him. So I just want to point out, you have people like that in your life. You need to appreciate them. And people like that are why you wear masks.
Yep.
Because like his son's coming from Vegas, driving from Vegas, not flying.
Yeah, 'cause I don't
He
think-
self-quarantined before he came.
Yep.
He arrived today,
Okay.
self-quarantined, and made sure that him and his girlfriend, weren't out and about and everything,
Mhm.
so that he was safe around his dad.
Yep.
And Leonard's doctor is going to have Leonard do the surgery,
And then get the hell out of
Private-
the hospital.
private room for a limited quarantine time or
Then get the hell
recovery
out.
time, and then literally going straight home for recovery, which is unheard of for a 94-year-old man that just had bypass surgery.
Right.
But they
Because-
feel it's safer for him to recover
yeah,
at
because,
home.
because coronavirus is the cases are high in the hospital, and he's going to
Yeah, and the hospitals are at like 98% capacity.
It's ridiculous.
And they say that in
But
the state of Arizona, there's less than 100 the device that makes you breathe that my
Ventilators.
dad, 100 ventilators in the entire state available right now.
That's ridiculous. But we shouldn't be at capacity because we should have stayed closed.
We should have stayed closed, and we should have
We
been wearing
were
masks,
closed.
and we should have been social distancing.
I think we were closed, what, 2.5, maybe 3 weeks?
Yeah, we were barely
mean,
closed.
One of the last states to close, and, one of the first ones to start rolling shit out because we want to live. God damn it!
And it's our right to go out and party with our friends. And just
You know
because I go to this person's house and party, and this person's house and party, and this person's house and party, it's not really a party. I was just with my friends, and there was only 6 of us here, and 5 of us here, and 4 of us here.
Yeah, but y'all got fucking corona
and
cooties.
Every one of them did it. It doesn't matter.
You know,
and I see it with other states too.
The herd mentality.
Yeah, and the herd mentality they've already proven does not work. It's
crazy.
Herd, for the virus, the herd mentality.
Yeah, the herd parties.
Yeah, don't work. Tell the guy in Texas that died, the healthy guy in Texas that went to a herd party, a corona party, and died within 2 weeks.
That's like
tell him.
That's like when the fucking kids were eating Tide Pods.
I remember telling Kyle, don't eat a Tide Pod.
He said he was a gain kind of guy.
Yeah, I know.
I was like, you smart ass.
Yeah, because we bought Tide Pods to teach him how to do laundry, and we're like, don't eat them. He says, oh, no, I'm a gain guy.
I'm a gain kind of guy.
I'm going to give him gain upside the head.
Little bastard.
Mm-hmm.
Lucky he's not
he's a little dickhead right now.
No, he's actually been pretty, he's been better. He's back to little bastard.
He's somewhere in between still.
He's back to little bastard.
In between, in my opinion.
Anything else?
That's it.
That's it? That's all you got?
That's all I got.
That's all you got. And nothing else.
Nothing else. We got taxes to work on.
Oh,
yeah. And grocery shopping today. Veterans 10% off today.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
And you want half and half.
Well, creamer for coffee. Come on.
I know some people take it like that.
Sorry.
Not McHugh's.
Not a McHugh.
I know.
I'm not going to apologize.
But you know, if we ever got married, you could do what your sister and Larry did.
No. No. I want our kids to carry my name.
Yeah, they do already.
Because believe me, if we have babies, we're rich.
We're fucking rich. If I get pregnant, we're really rich.
Man, yes. Yeah, it's gonna fucking rain, baby.
Oh Jesus, I want a baby. I want to have a baby.
Come on, baby, keep us.
Let me get pregnant.
All right.
That'd be a miracle.
Say goodbye, Janet.
Goodbye, Janet.
Later, taters.
Later, taters.
Always gotta get the last word in. Zip it, zippy. Goodbye, everybody.